months ago, I installed this radon mitigation system, and if you remember, the electrical was not done because the ground was frozen. So came back, did this electrical connection here, and in this video I'm going to show how we make these flares. I didn't have these 90-degree elbows handy with flares on them, so I made my own, and there's also a couple under the ground here, but you don't see those. Come along as we make some flares. I needed some 90-degree elbows, and I wanted them to have them flared, but I don't live near a store, and I didn't have any of those on hand, so I made my own, and I wanted to quickly show you how to do that. It's very, very simple. What I use is a heat gun and a turkey baster. There's nothing special about this. It's really just to get this cone shape. Is end up heating this up right here, and then we will put this in here to start the forming, and then we will put another piece of conduit in there, let it cure, pull that out, and we're ready to go. I'll show you that process. It's very easy. So I shortened this up a little bit. It's really easier to do when you don't have such a big chunk here, because what you want to do is have a kind of a hard spot to push back against, and just works out better. You'll start to feel it getting real soft when it's ready. It's also very hot, so be careful. Okay, so it's pretty warm now. What I'm going to do is shove this in there just to get a flare started. And once that's started, then I'll get this other piece started as well. It's a little easier with the flare. Pretty hot right there. Okay. Now we got that. And I put on a glove because it's quite hot. And I just spin and push. And we might have to heat it up a little bit more as we go. There you go. And I find that usually about an inch to inch and a half of overlap is more than enough. These are pretty tight fittings when they're done. So I'm going to let this cool now, and then we'll take it off. It's cool to the touch almost already. It's only a couple seconds and it's cold enough. So I like to spin this as it's cooling, just because it does get pretty hard on this component here while it's cooling, and if you spin it, it seems to be actually a lot easier to get out later on. Now these fit a lot tighter than the Botten flared ends. Yeah, obviously their forming process is a lot better than this, but once you get these on there, they are super tight. They're not going to leak. They're not going to come apart, anything like that. So just a simple trick to flaring these ends. You can use a torch too, but that tends to burn them. So I like using the heat gun. It doesn't burn it, doesn't discolor anything. So if you have to use it in an area you can see, it's no big deal. And you can square these up with a saw if you want, or some sandpaper. But at the end of the day, if you want a flared piece, there you go. So the other thing that I do this with is 90-degree angles, or 45s, or whatever you need. You just heat up the pipe or conduit along the radius here and bend it. You don't want to get it too soft, but just soft enough all the way around it to bend it to the shape you need. and then just hold it while it cools, and when you're done, you'll have a piece that's going to stay to form. So hopefully this helps somebody out, and good luck. If you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.